Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow.
Who she is. She's dangerous. She could be your sister, your girl, your co-worker, your homegirl, your aunt. It does not matter. The sole reason that she might not laugh if you were in his shoes is if you were related to her or she had some personal connection with you. But if she talks like that about every other man that looks like you, what we're trying to do is warn men about the white supremacist mentality that's taking hold into some of these sisters that we have right now. Crimson, go on, come on now.
Here's what I want to say, because I think we need to boil some other stuff down too. The modern day divestors, they are of the bed wench and bloodline. They just like, okay, during slavery, got a lot of bloodlines got passed down. The field Negro, the house Negro, that bloodline got passed down. And then the bed wench bloodline got passed down too. These are the bed wench and bloodline we looking at. Okay, same mentality. Because we want to think that all the bed wenches were forced, and not quite. And when I say not forced, I mean deciding that once Massa come and say this is what you're gonna do, she made peace with it as a way to survive and as a way for her children to perhaps have more. Because they always have thought, even from the bed wenching days, that Massa liked them kids that he had with her. He don't like them kids. Them not his kids. He don't even think those are his kids. Okay, he don't. I'm gonna leave that point right now for just a second. Go back to something that Miss Anita talked about when she mentioned the soft girl era and things that see, that's all wrapped up in the divestment movement. One thing kind of led to the other, Miss Anita. This is why I brought up sprinkles content as well. Because do she just say go get a white man? No, she doesn't. However, the whole concept of the divesting is tied not only into soft girl, but also tied into sugar baby, sugar daddy. See, the women who are these open divestors, especially the ones that make content, they are sex work or sex work adjacent.
Somebody had to say, I'm glad it wasn't me.
Okay, sex work or sex work adjacent. It's one lady, her channel is called King of Queens. I think she be on TikTok. And she's married to a white man. He a big old white man too. I feel so sorry for her if he ever get mad, because she a little bitty look nothing thing. Okay, she 5 foot nothing, 100 pounds soaking wet. Okay, he about 6'6" and look like a freight train. Okay, and he ain't fat. She was a stripper with like 2 kids when she met him. Come on. She was a sex worker. Unfortunately, the rumor allegedly surrounding Miss Ashley, the rumor was the situation that she was in with Mr. Joe was kind of like a sugar baby, sugar daddy. I don't know that to be factual, so we're going to say allegedly. We're going to say allegedly. That was the rumor. So all of those factors are tied in, and I need people to understand that this is why we're making a difference between women who just might have grew up around white guys, and so a man was white. That's different than these women seeking out white men. It's not only just a self-hate thing for their own blackness and hating black men because they're black men, and this is not just that. That's included, but it is also the attempt to use white men as some type of come up. What people have failed to realize is that white men also get on the internet to express the disdain for divesting. They don't like it because they feel like, how dare you try to use me? So you trying to make a fool out of me. You think I'm stupid. You think that because I'm white and I may or may not have a couple of dollars, because trust and believe they be broke too. The white ones be broke, they be broke.
So somebody finally telling the truth tonight. Because they convinced that all white men is millionaires, apparently.
Okay, somehow they got money. These white men, especially the white men looking at you, ain't got no money. Why would he have money? Okay. White man ain't got no money.
Oh my God.
I did a video about 2 years ago of a white man. He had to been sitting in the basement somewhere. He might have been in his mama's basement. He looked like he was in his mid to late 30s, overweight and everything. And he was ranting about how he didn't say the word divestor, but he said he does not like it when black women shoot their shot at him, and he realizes that they only like him because he's white, and that his only value to them is his whiteness. And he was like, I don't understand it, because the black men are usually better than us. Here's the other tidbit I'm gonna land my plane on. The other reason why white men do not like divesting, and they be always looking at black women stupid, even from the bed wenching days, where the black women didn't have no autonomy one way or the other, because if master say you're gonna do it, whether you liked it or not, you was gonna do it, right? But now they have the autonomy to say yes or no. White men in general, as a collective, understand that they are not better than black men as a collective. So they're trying to figure out, why do you think they're better than black men? They know the propaganda they put out about black men and trying to position themselves as better than black men. But what we have to understand is that white men know the truth about that. That's why it's propaganda. That's why the propaganda is there. Okay. That's why they did Birth of a Nation in 1915. That's why they did that. That's why they consistently try to tarnish the reputation of black men, because they understand we're actually inferior to them as a group. Collectively, we're inferior. So why would you believe us about a man you live with and birth and marry? And why would you believe us about that man and then come over here and try to play in my face with my propaganda? I'm sending you to the upper room. You out here.
Cribs, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this because a key part that you said that I don't think these ladies realize is that when you get around these white people and you start talking about how disgusting black men are, black this and black that, they laughing in your face, but they see you as a traitor. And that's the key thing. Like I said before, people who are in interracial relationships and are not demonizing and trashing their community, they be like, oh, okay, she seems kind of cool. She's all right. She. But when they're like, oh, this is trying too hard. She think that when she disrespects and trashes them enough, like she'll get her honorary what? Like, yo, it don't work like that. They see you as a traitor.
This is why I say they can't be Mrs. Cartwright, because they're trying to be just like what you just said. They think to schmooze in with white men, you gotta dislike black people, and specifically black men. Well, regardless of whether or not the white man you talking to dislike black men or not, he, like you just said, Mr. Jeff, you a traitor. Because what you talking about? Because I don't think he like his women, but he don't go